Since time immemorial, humanity has searched for the nature of existence. As long as this journey of self has been walked, the Quan Yin Meditation Method of immediate enlightenment has been there to illuminate the path. Given many names throughout the ages, this contemplation on the inner light and sound has opened a way for the divine higher self to offer loving guidance to the initiate's inner essence on their walk back to the original home. From all walks of life, individuals from every religion and school of thought have embraced this meditation method, offered free of charge by Supreme Master Ching Hai.
There is no need to change your religion or do anything tragic. Just meditate. I'll show you how to meditate, that's all, okay? Just keep whatever you believe. Keep your Christianity, keep your Buddhism, keep whatever, the path, the teaching of the Master that is favorite to you. I just show you how to get in touch with the essence of the teaching that you believe.
Primeiro contato.
In order to start that process of
Last week on Our Noble Lineage, we met some of our association members of different religious faiths. They shared how they came to know Supreme Master Ching Hai and why they chose to practice the Quan Yin method of meditation.
Since I started the practice of Quan Yin meditation, all my questions answered, all the mysteries solved, unraveled, and I feel that I better understand the writings of the Sufi masters and other masters.
The Quan Yin method of meditation not only gives you an experience of enlightenment, it answers the question that wisdom is the principal thing.
Today, in the second part of a 4-part series, we will explore how the practice of Quan Yin meditation has given our association members deeper faith and understanding in their own religions and truly living the holy precepts.
Both of them work very well together and blend together very well.
हिन्दू धर्मप्रतिको प्रगाढ आस्था झनै जागेर आयो। दीक्षा लिएपछि शान्तिको बढी आभास भयो, ईश्वरको नजिक आफू पुगेको जस्तो अनुभव भयो।
Mi comprensión se profundizó respecto a los valores judíos, respecto a la Torá.
After practicing the Quan Yin method, I grew closer to myself, to Baha'u'llah, who is the founder of the Bahá'í faith, and Abdu'l-Baha.
بسیار جای خرسندی برای من بود که هیچ جا تناقضی در صحبت‌های استادم با گفته‌های پیامبرم زرتشت ندیدم. استاد متشرفین را به انجام احکام پنجگانه‌ای ملزم می‌کند که این احکام پایه‌های دین زرتشت است که همانا اندیشه نیک، گفتار نیک و کردار نیک است.
The qualifications to learn the Quan Yin method of meditation include strict adherence to the 5 guidelines. Initiates are to keep the 5 guidelines in their action, speech, and thought. They include 1. Refrain from harming any living being. This guideline requires a purely vegan diet of no meat, fish, poultry, eggs, or dairy. 2. Refrain from speaking what is not true. 3. Refrain from taking what is not mine. 4. Refrain from sexual misconduct. 5. Refrain from taking intoxicants. This includes avoiding all poisons of any kind, such as alcohol, drugs, tobacco, and excessively violent films and literature. In addition, Quan Yin method practitioners strive to meditate at least 2.5 hours a day. Supreme Master Ching Hai explains the basis of these 5 guidelines and why they are necessary not only for spiritual practice, but also practical everyday living.
The 5 precepts that I have told you is not from me. It's passed down from ancient masters to guide humans into the real direction of humankind. Now, if you keep these 5 precepts, you are not a saint, okay? That is just a human standard, okay? A human cannot go and steal somebody else's property, another human's property, no? You cannot kill another, no? Cannot kill animals. They're weak, they're defenseless, and they're loving. They're not doing anything wrong. So all these 5 precepts are no killing, no stealing, no telling lies, no sexual misconduct, and no intoxicants. These are only to protect you morally, health-wise, and the social peace.
Our association members find that these 5 guidelines have brought them great benefit in overall well-being. Some feel that these disciplines, similar to the holy precepts found in the major religions, have brought them closer to their faiths.
서가모니 부처님께서도 계율은 천상을 잇는 사다리와 같다 했거든요. 그 사다리가 없으면 올라갈 수가 없죠. 칭하이 스승님 만나고부터는 우리가 확실히 3000년 전에 서가모니 부처님께서 하셨던 그런 행을 나도 할 수 있다는 거에 대한 그 자부심. 아, 지금도 이런 거를 행해서 바르게 살 수 있구나. 진짜 성직자의 길을 옳게 갈 수 있구나. 이런 것 때문에 이 법을 많이 알려야죠. 우리 성직자들이 앞선자인데 뒤에 오는 사람을 올바로 이끌어야 되는데.
In Sikhism, they say to find God, you must first have a true guru or a true saint that can lead you to him. And in that same way, Master is the saint that can lead me to God. In Sikhism, they say that you must treat all animals kindly and treat everyone with respect. And Master also teaches us these things. And Master says that to eat meat is a sin, and it also says that in Sikhism.
And after following what Supreme Master Ching Hai prescribed, which is pretty much the same thing as we have in the Bahá'í faith, there's no smoking and drinking and intoxicants and such. And she highlighted really one very important point for me, which was the not killing, including not eating meat, which is also really a part of the Bahá'í faith, though I had not personally been a vegetarian or practiced vegetarianism at all.
After 6 months of doing the convenient method of meditation, I had to have more. I applied for initiation. I got accepted. I went to the initiation, and then bang, another massive, life-changing spiritual experience, or 3, happened. And when I left the initiation place with so much love in me, and feeling so spotlessly clean inside my body somehow, somewhere where the hands cannot touch. I was just overwhelmed completely with God's love. And as it went on, the more I meditated and the more I lived life cleanly, a vegan way of living, no alcohol, no drugs, keeping the 5 precepts, my compassion grew, my knowledge, my wisdom, and above all, love.
And the initiation will immediately give you the taste of sound of heaven. It lifts you up, and also you see the lights accordingly, according to your sincerity. You see dimmer lights or greater lights immediately at the time of initiation. After you have told you how to sit and just relax yourself, etc., and then you get that.
زمانی که با استاد چینگ های آشنا شدم، دیدم استاد به متشرفین این وعده رو میده که اگر افراد احکام 5گانه را به درستی اجرا کنند، استاد در روز تشرف با آنان روشنبینی آنی عطا می کند و در واقع به افراد کمک می کند که نور و صوت خداوند را تجربه کنند و به افراد کمک می کند تا با خداوند ارتباط نزدیک برقرار کنند. این وعده در مورد من هم در روز تشرف به حقیقت پیوست.
Aside from meditation, fellow Quan Yin Method practitioners find solace in Supreme Master Ching Hai's teachings, the universal pearls of wisdom that adorn their own religious beliefs with more light and clarity.
Yo enseñaba lengua extranjera en escuelas judías y recuerdo que los proverbios de la maestra fueron muy útiles para mí, porque apenas empezaba la clase escribía un proverbio en el pizarrón y para tratar de discutirlo, y los alumnos realmente se conectaban con ese proverbio porque estaba relacionado con sus lecciones de Torá y de los valores judíos.
When we come back after this message, we'll hear more from our association members and their messages of a connected, harmonious humanity. You are watching Supreme Master Television.
In the Bahá'í faith, you're meant to keep your own religious, cultural background, but still to develop yourself spiritually. And so, following the message of Supreme Master Ching Hai, of meditating deeper and finding the spiritual truths within our own faith, goes in line with what I feel Baha'u'llah would have wanted.
I'm holding my left hand out because the left hand is closest to the heart, and therefore I'm honoring you. And I'm also showing you my hand. It's open, that if you have a hand such as this hand, as we all do, no matter what our race, no matter what our nationality, no matter what our religious beliefs, no matter where we came from, we have a hand that's exactly like this. So if your hand is the same as mine, then you are a brother or a sister of mine. And also the hand tells another story, a story of life that we all share.
Welcome back to our noble lineage and the second part of our special feature. Intrinsic to most world religions is the belief that we are ultimately connected to the divine and to one another. In our spiritual community of Quan Yin Meditation are practitioners from all cultural backgrounds and faiths. Unity in diversity is a common message that is threaded in our beliefs.
The principles in the Bahá'í faith that I had previously believed in, now I intuitively felt, whereas before they were just guidelines that I intellectually held strong to. For example, some of the main things in the Bahá'í faith, such as the oneness of humanity, the oneness of religion, and the oneness of God, saying that all religions worship the same God and all religions are essentially the same, from the same source, and that all human beings are essentially all equal. I believe this very firmly, but after meditating and after practicing the Quan Yin method, I grew closer to myself, to Baha'u'llah, who is the founder of the Bahá'í faith, and Abdul Baha. I no longer intellectually felt that all human beings were one. I intuitively felt it.
When we read scriptures and spiritual writings, often our mind interprets what we read. And most often than not, we misunderstand the messages of the scriptures. I feel that with the Quan Yin method of meditation, I've regained that clarity of mind and intuition so that I can understand the true messages of Quran and Islamic teachings. Teachings like that we are all one, that all religions are one. We are one with God, one with each other. There is no separation between us. An Islamic scholar recently said in one of his speeches that Prophet Muhammad was a true Christian and Jesus was a true Muslim. And that's the kind of unity which I've understood by practicing the Quan Yin method of meditation.
Supreme Master Ching Hai has often reminded that the Quan Yin method is not a religion, She states that she is simply the living master who can connect us with our own inner Supreme Master, the inherent godliness within all of us.
But I am not your religion. I'm just your teacher to make you know your religion better, to make you a better Jew, better Catholic, a better Buddhist.
In daily light and sound meditation, we connect with this infinite source of love that is our true self. Naturally, our tolerance, understanding, and love will continue to ever expand. We not only become better religious devotees, but also better members of society, better family members, better friends.
The Baha'i faith is a faith. It's a path that is really about love, as all religions are. But it's something really intrinsic to our human nature, and through meditation, I've really gotten to feel that for what it really is, and not just mouth words, so to speak.
Puedo decir que con la práctica del método Quan Yin y las enseñanzas de la maestra, mi vida cambió muchísimo. Mi compasión aumentó y sobre todo aprendí realmente qué significa amar al prójimo. Amar al prójimo es amarlo no importa las diferencias. Aprendí que ser una buena judía es amar a los que tienen y practican otras fes también. Porque si yo puedo amar a otro que cree diferente y el otro puede hacer lo mismo, él también me va a amar a mí. Sería un mundo de paz si fuera así, no habría diferencias.
One of the first things that came in my experience with the teaching is that we were all connected. All the different religions that I encountered with when we met in retreats or had the video conferences. I met other people that practice Buddhism, Hinduism, the Islamic, all of those. Her teachings connected the dots. We were one body, but many members branched out all over the world. Even though we had different practices and procedures that we do, that we had a common ground of love and compassion and being noble saints, regardless of what our labels are.
Thank you for joining us on this insightful journey with our association members. Part 3 of Quan Yin Meditation, Different Faiths, Oneness in the Divine, will continue next Sunday on Our Noble Lineage with discussions on the role of compassion in the different world religions. And now, esteemed viewers, please stay with us for Between Master and Disciples here on Supreme Master Television, wishing you a blessed new week filled with serenity and hope. Please visit www.godsdirectcontact.org to learn more about Supreme Master Ching Hai and the Quan Yin Method of Meditation.
For more details, please visit www.suprememastertv.com/NL.